Hi, this is Welton Gaddy at the Democratic National Convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. I just finished an interview with my good friend Kim Lawton from Religion and Ethics Newsweekly, and she's agreed to spend just a minute or two with us talking about. Now, Kim, you went to both the Republican and Democratic conventions. What are your observations? Did you see a lot of differences?
Well, it was interesting. Both conventions had a lot of religion, and that's what I follow, so that's what I was looking for. Maybe one difference was that at the Republican convention, it was a lot more bigger events and maybe a little more ingrained into the main program, whereas at the Democratic convention, there also has been a lot of religion and several religious events, official events, as well as unofficial religious events going on, maybe not part of the big program so much, but certainly going on in the margins and available for a lot of people here.
Is it your sense that both parties intend for religion to play a significant role in this election?
Both parties talked a lot about the importance in a very close election of mobilizing people, and that includes people in the faith community. And I think both parties have a strategy of specifically working within the faith community to try to say our candidate is the one that best fits with your religious values. And so in both parties, in both conventions, I heard a lot of talk about mobilizing the faith community, trying to get like-minded people out to the polls in November. And both party officials talking pretty openly about, in a close election, this really matters.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but for me, and I'm glad I don't have to make the decision, but some of this sounds like political strategy parading as religion, and I know that it also involves some people who are being very serious about their religion. Do you go home at night and scratch your head about that?
Well, it's certainly interesting, different people's perspectives about it. And I talked to a lot of people of faith who want to see the parties acknowledge that religion is important. Polls show that the majority of Americans across the board want a president with strong religious beliefs. They want the political parties to acknowledge religion, but then they start getting a little more uncomfortable when people start talking about how religious they are. And so it is a fine line, and it's interesting. I think the different parties and people within the parties define where that line is very differently.
Let me step beyond the election and beyond the interview and just say, Kim, that you do a terrific job. You do our nation really a favor in the work that you do on television, and we encourage people on State of Belief to listen and watch what you do. I want to thank you.
Well, I want to thank you. We really do appreciate the support of people like you, and we think it's important to pay attention to this area of life, religion, and the many ways that it's manifested. So thanks a lot.
Thank you for watching. This is State of Belief.